Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you all are doing great today and I hope that you all had a great weekend. Today we will continue our chapter on the regular plural nouns. First, you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. You will click on your name and you move on to language art the grade 5. The lesson will be form and use plurals review. Form plurals review. So we did the first two lessons already last week, so we'll finish the remaining two lessons today. Hi, how are you? I hope you're good and I hope you had a good weekend. Okay, so we will just start now. Alright, so to form the plural of most verbs, of most nouns, you need to add s. Alright, so to form the plural of most nouns, you need to add s to make it plural, just like we have 1, 3 here. And in plural, it becomes two trees. So trees with s, that's the plural form. So you have to make sure that you add s to a plural noun to make it plural. So games, for example, we can also have toys. Okay, so all these will make it plural, will give you the plural form. Now, if you now end with s, ch, sh, x, or z, then you'd have to add es to make it plural. So if it ends with any of this, you'd have to add es. So it's just like how we'll have so we'll have brushes, washes, watches. Okay, so because it ends with ch, sh, then we will just add es, and it gives us the plural form. All right. So if a noun ends in consonant y, then drop the y and add ies to make it plural. So now this y here changes to I. So let's say that the y is cancelled and the y becomes I. So it could be something like this: ladies. Okay. So you have to change the y to I for plural form. All right, and if a noun ends with f or fe, and the f sound changes to the v when it is plural, then you have to drop the f or fe and add ves. So let's say that it's in plural form. All right, so let's say that it's in plural form, and in the plural form, you can hear the v sound. Okay, so it will be ves, just like we have this one here. Wolf is the singular, and then because it's wolves in plural, so that f changes to v, and then we add es. Okay. Oh, okay, you said caches. So caches like this. Caches, it's like in third person present. All right, so it's just like the plural of cash. Okay, it's like you exchange something, so that's caches. All right, so it's just like when you say cash is in, it's like you take the money and then you deposit in the bank or in a business. That is cashes. All right. Yes, we have loaf. So we have loaf, and that's singular. In plural, it becomes loaves. All right. So you see that it changes. Okay. All right. Yes, I see your loaves. That's very good. Thank you. You're Alvina, right? So yeah. Okay, so we have, if it now ends with F or FE and the plural form keeps the F sound, you just need to add S. So if it ends with either F or FE and it still keeps the F sound, so all you need to do is just add S to that noun to make it plural. So it's just like we have chef. Now chef is singular, and in the plural it's chefs. It still keeps the F sound, so we just need to add S. Okay. All right, so if a noun ends with O, usually add S. Okay, Alvina. Usually add S to make it plural. So if it ends with O, you add S to make it plural. But we have some exception that we add ES to. So we have like tomatoes, you have to add ES. We have potatoes. So all these heroes, you add ES to them. All right, so you can see that we have some exception, and this exception we just have to make sure that we add the es to them. But if it's ending with o, like piano, so we add the s and it becomes pianos. All right. So let's look at some example. If you also have some sentences, Alvina, you can send to me on the chat. All right, so complete the sentence with the correct plural. It is hard to imagine that this plum caterpillar will eventually transform into delicate butterflies, Heather said. So now you have to correct the plural. So caterpillar should be corrected. And in plural, we will have what? Caterpillars. Because it's just one. Okay? So we add S to that. So caterpillar is just one. So making it plural, we will add S. Okay? Oh, yeah, that's true. Did you know that caterpillars are insects, just like their parents, butterflies? Okay, that's great. All right. So we have complete the sentence with the correct plural. Baby giraffe can stand just 30 minutes after birth and they can run after only 10 hours. That's interesting fact. So giraffe, one is giraffe, and once it's two, we will have what? Giraffes with S to make it plural. All right, so American playwright Arthur Miller wrote a number of plays before achieving success with Death of a Salesman in 1949. So you have to correct the plural here, and it's words. Play. So play will be what? In plural, you just need to add S. Okay? You just add S. Take notes, you do not say because it has Y, then I will change it to I. Now it doesn't apply to place. Okay, so you just need to take notes. Play, you just add S and then it becomes plural. Okay, we'll move on to the test and you can share your answers with me. Hi P, how are you doing? Hi, it's okay, no problem. It's fine. I know that you all are on holiday right now, right? So also enjoy your holidays. All right, so we'll move on to the test. Alright, to complete the sentence with the correct plural, American playwright Arthur Miller wrote a number of plays before achieving success with Death of a Salesman in 1949. So, what is the correct form of the plural here? Okay, alright, so we have place. Okay. All right, so the taco truck on Mermaid Avenue serves the most delicious fish taco in town. So correct the plural here and tell me what's the right answer here. All right, so we have tacos with S. Okay. All right, so on September 21, 1959, the cover of Life magazine featured a photograph of the wife of the prophet Mercury astronaut. So, what is the correct plural form here? All right, so we have wives, the third one. So, wives of the project Mercury astronauts. So, baby giraffes can stand just 30 minutes after birth, and they can run after only 10 hours. What's the right one for giraffe? All right, so giraffes with S. All right. Okay. In 2012, ecologist Roger Bradbury wrote that overfishing and pollution are destroying the world's coral reef. So, what is the correct plural from here? All right, so reefs with one S. Okay. It is hard to imagine that this plump caterpillar will eventually transform into delicate butterflies, Heather said. So, what's the correct plural form here? So, caterpillars with S. Okay. So, monkey range in size from the 5-inch Pygian marmosets to the adult male mandrill, which can be over 3 feet tall. What is the correct plural here? All right, so monkeys. Alter, I need you to find those lower notes and stick to them, the choir director said. So, what's the correct plural form here? Okay, so S. All right, so that's it for form and use plurals review. We will move on to the last lesson. So, form plurals review. Okay, so this is basically like the same thing that we've done. Okay, so remember that to form most plural you would add S, and then we have the one to add ES. We have the one that you change from Y to IES, and then VES, then S also, then S or ES. Okay, so you just have to take note of all this. All right, so if it ends with SCH, SHSX, or Z, you would add ES. Okay, all right, so let's look at some of the examples. So type the missing word. Fair will be what? Fairs. Okay. Then we have remedy. So it's Y, but you slash the Y and make it IES. So remedies. Okay. So we have ruffles. So it'll be what? With S. Okay. All right, so we'll move on to the test. So we have type the missing word. You can share your answers with me. All right, so we have remedies, the first. So next up, okay, so next up we have fair. What is the missing word here? Okay, so we have first. Okay, so we have most. What is the right one here? Okay, so with es. All right, so we have cello. Type the missing word. Okay, so cellos. Okay. All right, so we have average. averages, okay, with S. All right, so we have roof. What's the plural form? Roofs, okay. It's okay, Jordan. Tornado. What is the right one for tornado? Okay. Okay, so tornadoes. But it's ES, remember. Alright, so what you okay, alright. So do you guys have any question concerning this lesson? If you haven't done this lesson, please you have to try to complete this lesson. Alright. I hope that you guys have a good evening and see you all next time. Bye everyone.